The sea covers over 2/3 of the planet's surface. Yet we know more about space and the universe than we do about our own oceans. Between the states of Connecticut and New York is the Long Island Sound, a naturally protected channel into New York City used for over hundreds of years. The Sound's rich maritime history has played a significant role in the growth of our country. Join us as we explore its unsung residents and its forgotten history. Hello everybody, this is Captain Dennis with Squalus Marine Divers. We're going to take the boat a little further east this time. We got some numbers in our general email box, info@squalusmarine.com. Somebody had some GPS numbers and they told us there's a site there called Ralph's Wreck. So we went out to investigate it. And when we got there, you can see there's something pretty big down there. This is probably one of the larger wrecks that I've ever been on in the Sound. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of current, but we went down anyways. As we get to the bottom, we had dropped the anchor right in the center of the wreckage. It kind of screws us up a little bit because we don't know where we're starting from. But you can see there's a lot of stuff down here. And you can also see that, yep, there you go, watch your head. You can also see that there's a lot of current moving by pretty quickly. Normally, the deeper you get, the less current there is in the Sound, but that wasn't the case today. Oh, some fishing line, that's great. And here we have the welcoming committee. How you doing? Here we have some rather large rectangular pieces. Not sure what that is. Spider crab, how you doing? And as right now, we're down at 84 feet. Here's some kind of a pipe. And some lobster trap line or lobster warp. And here we got I think it's a fluke and a flounder. Here's another one. These guys were all over the site today. Now, the person that gave us the numbers for this location said that this was a really large schooner. The wreckage was so vast that we went in multiple directions and we never found the end to it. We would think we'd get to the gunnel and it would just be another section of wreckage. As we'd go over it, we'd find more wreckage. As I said earlier, this is one of the larger wrecks that I've ever been on in the Sound. So it's possible that this ship could have been 200 feet long. If nothing else, the lobsters sure like it down here. Here we have another flatfish, And I was really surprised that these guys were not moving. Look at, hello little buddy, you little back scratch, how you doing? And he still didn't take off like a rocket. And maybe it was because he was next to this lobster trap. I don't know. But this explains all the lobster line down here. So this must have got caught in the wreckage, and it's not going anywhere, folks. Here's another little guy. They're all over the place. Another one right next to the lobster trap, just like the other guy. So we've been down here for a little while, but we're going to keep on moving. Here's a line. We're going to see if we can follow that line. And that just goes right under the mud. And another weird flatfish. Big chunks of coal laying around. So I don't know if it was a schooner. I always thought schooners were sailing vessels. But I guess it could have been motorized. Speaking of motorized, maybe this is something, because this is pretty high and it's got all kinds of gnarly stuff growing on it. And, oh, look at this little lobster. See if we can pick him up. Oh, hey, you don't want any trouble. Okay, buddy, you go on your merry way. It's like an angry crayfish. Tiny guy. Here's a grappling hook that's caught into this monstrosity of entanglement hazards. Got some fishing line, got some lobster line, got all kinds of hair growing on everything. And there's the grappling hook. I don't really need that today, so we're just going to leave that here for the little lobster guy. Now this thing looked interesting. Thought it might just be a piece of metal, or it might be some kind of tool. This little grumpy guy, a little puss on his face, hanging underneath a piece of wreckage. Nothing significant laying out in the open. It's like a piece of iron or steel. Well, on that note, we're gonna start to make our way back to the anchor. This piece right here, I don't know if that was a beam or if it was a shaft, but we'll have to go back and check it out. And again, if you see anything in the video, please feel free, drop us a line. We'd love to know what you think. So we're going to make our way back up to the boat. You can see here the current, the bubbles are going sideways, not up. As we're doing our safety stop, we'd like to encourage you to come visit us at squalusmarine.com, Squalus Marine on Facebook, and we're also on Instagram as well under Squalus Marine. So 40 seconds left of my safety stop. A little hard to hold still. And we're going to pop up back onto the boat. So we hope you enjoyed today's dive. We look forward to diving with you next time. And be sure to subscribe to us in the lower right-hand corner on our YouTube channel. That way you'll get all kinds of notifications and you won't miss out on any of the excitement. Until then, I'm Captain Dennis.